Welcome back, awesome Action 3 fans and subscribers. It is Monday, the 7th of October 2024. I'm looking at this rather big box, which has got Cthulhu inside. Action figure, I believe it's 10 inches in size. There is a picture on which side? The back by San Zero Toys, I'm guessing. And there is a picture you can sort of make out over there. It says, Cthulhu, the Great Cthulhu, an important member of the Great Old One, or should be Old Ones maybe, in the universe. One of symbolizes the existence of elemental water and is the master of Nightmare Corpse City. Maybe, no idea. So the English translation is not great, but this does look particularly nice. It's going to go really well with your 112 scale figures. Obviously, it's going to go amazingly well with your 118 scale figures that tower over. And it probably look pretty good as a demon with your Warhammer 40k Joy Toy figures or even your McFarlane ones, although they'll be slightly bigger in comparison. Okay, I'm going to box and set it up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. So here is the Great Cthulhu. I am disappointed. I'll tell you why. That box is way too big. Number one, I was expecting him to be bigger than he is. The packaging in the box is polystyrene, but it doesn't really fit. You open the box and these parts are everywhere. Some of the things pop out too easily. Some of the joints are too loose. It's just lots of things could be improved. Lots of small things to make this really, really fantastic. But having said that, it does look really, really good. And even though it's not as big as I would have liked, it's still near big size. So accessories, you get this nice anchor, which really needs to have some painting on it, not just silver. Like the rope could have been painted, you know, and whatnot, but it's pretty cool. You do get two pairs of hands. So standard, he's got this like this tentacle sort of hand and this claw hand here. He comes with gripping hands, so you want to hold that anchor. Unfortunately, when I tried to take the hands out, the joint, especially on his right hand, looks like it's going to break, like it's coming apart. So I thought, you know what, I won't risk it on that. The fingers are quite pliable. You've got to find the right place where to hold the anchor from, I guess. We're going to hook it around like that or something. I don't know. You could do that, I guess. Or maybe like that. And you could hold it some strange way. Like that. I don't know. You also get what I'm assuming is an alternative tail, because I can't find any pins to plug this into. And this does look good. So the lovely sort of dry brushing there looks good. And you can see some inking on this side. And you get an alternate head, which is here. Now, I'm familiar with this Cthulhu head, not this one. And you could buy another one if you want and swap the heads around, have a different looking figure. And this one's got, you can see it's got some articulation as well in this sort of mouth claw piece. It is a nice looking figure. That's it for the accessories. So we move those slightly to one side. So let's get a close look at him. I'll bring him a bit closer. So, see the head there? Pretty good. The body looks great. The shell's got some painting. The legs are pretty cool. The feet come to the side. See the extra arm he's got. Some tentacles on his shoulder. You can see at the top of the camera. Turn him round. Take him back a little bit. You see he's got these 4 wings. So top heavy. He's got 2 mini wings. Here and here. Then he's got his bigger wings up the top. And you see his spine there as well. I move his tail to the side slightly. This way. So it doesn't impede on him standing up properly. I just feel lots of things could have been done better. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad figure. But it could have been a really good figure. Let's make his legs a bit straighter and his feet a bit straighter. Does he have the... And now his little arms popped out. Does he have the stiffness of joint to stay upright? He does. Okay, now he's looking bigger. Put that one back in again. He is big. He is a bad boy for sure. But not as nice, or as good, I should say, as I was expecting, especially for the price. This is not a cheap figure. I guess there's licensing rights, a lot of design and whatnot. Design costs, production costs and painting costs, but it does look good. Okay, so let's have a look at his articulation, if possible. So, head going down. So, this little part here, I'm assuming has a joint because it does come up a little bit like that and stay there. If you look underneath, you see is a tentacled mouth. So, the head, come on, don't fall over, stay upright. He can sort of move, but there's nothing. There we go. There's not a lot there, though. The wings, do wings first? Yes, do the wings first. So the wings, the upper wings, there's a joint here, so you can turn here. You can come forwards and outwards here. This is just a push, hexagonal push joint, so this is not meant to move. You can take it out and then put it in again if you want. Just match up the hexagonal lines, and it should, I'm saying should, I'm finding out now, go in at a different angle, I guess. There we go. So you can change the angle on that. Now his joints are giving way again under his weight. You've got the little wings here. They're on a joint as well. Come to the front again. You've got his shoulders. So they would go all the way around, but they'll get in the way. The wings get in the way and they pop out too easily. That's the other shoulder last time. So all these little things to the side. You're getting approaching 90 degrees. You've got a bicep swivel. You should have a bicep swivel there. You've got a bicep bend, if you can find the other hand come off, where the little joint is. They really think of much different joints. Wrist is a joint, so you get good motion on that, and you can turn it around. You can see where this is coming apart. I'm worried about it breaking if I take it out of joint. And it's quite a hard joint, so I'm going to just squeeze that together with my pliers quickly. Okay, that's a nice satisfying click into place. He's got trunk, or the little arms. There's shoulder, you can see here. And there's biceps, so that can turn, that can elevate or forwards, backwards, sorry, and you can straighten. And the hand is a small joint again. So the fact they put these joints on even these small arms is fantastic, but they're just not deep enough into the actual figure to stay there when you're sort of posing it. This is definitely a pose and leave alone type figure. And I like to pose, do stuff with it, and then leave it alone, you know. So I'll put his arm back in a second. So the trunk, there's a joint, but there's so much things going on. He can't actually do much of his trunk there, which is a shame. We've got hips. There's a small outwards. Back in again. Forwards is to the side. Backwards is pretty decent. Is a single kneecap, which can go quite straight. So actually, in theory, if you get him super straight with his legs, and if you get the ankles are strong enough, he's going to become really, really quite tall. Now that's even better than I'll take it back. Now he's looking super menacing. And then you've got an ankle, which is a ball joint. Or sorry, it's a joint on a ball. So you get super good dorsiflexation, super good tippy toe. You can swivel, and there should be, sorry, you can turn, and there should be a very tiny swivel in there too. Right, so let me stand him up as tall as I can get him. But his knees are too weak, his hips want to move as well. So I will measure the top of his head for size, not top of his wings, because that's very variable. I thought it was advertised as 10 inches, but was that right? This is just around 9¼ inches. So we're looking at around about 23.5, approaching 24 centimeters. So he is a big, big boy. Can I push him back a little bit? Okay, let's push him back to the edge of the mat here. If I had to compare a comparison, who's my angry angler, who I viewed just before this, that could be 1 or 2 days before for your YouTube videos here, who's a fantastic figure. And these two are going to work together in my universe. Look at that. You now get to see what they look like together. And you see that Cthulhu towers above. If I get my diamond select Abomination, who's just huge. You see, he is about the same size as Cthulhu. So, you know, he does have a good presence, but he does need to be slightly bigger. If I continue the comparison, I use Mythic Legions. This is Malleus. So you see how he will compare with your Fantasy 112 scale. And Cthulhu looks pretty good, though he's going to be dwarfed by some of the Mythic Legion stuff. So he needs to be really a bit bigger. If you want to get a better use of him in terms of scale, then he has to go with your 118 scale, my beloved 118 scale. So I'll get my Sigurd the Survivor, who survived so many encounters now. I'm starting to think he's immortal, indestructible. Cthulhu might have other ideas about that though. So it's actually Sigurd the Wanderer, but I stick him next to Cthulhu there. Now that's going to look absolutely fantastic with your 118 scale figures. Sigurd's thinking, yeah, maybe this is one adventure too far. It's not a bad figure. It looks the part, it really does, but too many things pop out. It was really hard to change the hands over when I tried, because I was hoping you'd hold the anchor. The paint job is amazing, but they didn't do anything on the anchor apart from silver. This alternate tail, I'm guessing, is good. I did miss out something on articulation. I'll come to in a second. There's no spare pins anywhere in that I could see, so it has to be a tail. The alt head looks nice. Again, you can see that's going to fit over his body there. And then what I missed out, the tail does have some articulation, so we can see some 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. Fantastic looking figure, really is a fantastic looking figure, but this is a pose and leave alone and pray it doesn't fall over at that nighttime type figure. It does look good, particularly if you're a Cthulhu fan and whatnot. Very, very cool. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Do check out the Patreon for early access. If I didn't put the link earlier, I'll put the link now. And I'll see you next video very, very soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.